Hello everyone, welcome to the new video, and in this video I'm going to give you updated HR syllabus for IBPS SO 2019-20. Yesterday only notification was out, and talking about the HR, it was only 20 vacancies. Yes, quite shocking, but instead of going into negative thoughts and just talking about how difficult it is, just focus on what you can do to get in that 20. So I have updated few things looking at future scenario and looking at past experience also at what happened in the exam overall. So I'm quickly giving you HR syllabus. So go through it. I examined each and everything, and after that I'm coming with this particular syllabus. It has taken me a time to make this. At when you will progress to the syllabus, you will come to know at a later part of the stage. Okay, so please watch it very carefully. So now I'll quickly go to the syllabus. I will start with the very basic topics which you already know, like HRM. In that you will find concept, definition, HRP, human resource planning. I have clubbed it into HRM only. Then features, assumptions, aims and objectives, personal management qualities. Okay, entire HRM stuff, the basic. Next one is HRD, the strategies, system, processes. Then the HRIS, human resource information system. Now quite direct topics: recruitment selection, then training and development, then performance appraisal and performance management, compensation and benefits, career planning. Now next one is HR issues in merger and acquisition. For that, let me tell you, you require a very good reading apart from books. Okay, and what is that? I will recommend you one thing at the end of this video, so keep watching. Next one is OB and management process. Next one, conflict management, then personality and attitudes. Don't don't overlook this topic. In that, types and traits really create an impact if they are asked for 1 or 2 mark. So do read it. Next, HRA, human resource accounting, then HR or HRD audit, its role, what are the methodologies, what does it contain. Next, emotional intelligence. Next one is interview. I have taken it separately so that you should not overlook it. What are the types of tests, the types of interviews, everything about the interview you have to read. Okay. Next one, collective bargaining, negotiation process. Number 70 is like Satra ka Khatra, because in that many people still make mistake. So that all these concept I have taken out separately. If you see job analysis, job descriptions, job specification, job enlargement, job enrichment, job rotation, job evaluation, finally job. Now what you need to do in this, don't just mug up definitions will not help you, because at this when you go to the exam, at that time the two options seems correct. You have to go deep and understand it and make a image in your mind, so that every time you don't have to remember कि यार book में क्या लिखा है. It should not happen. Okay. Next one is potential appraisal. One more topic, you don't have to skip it. Now next, quality management, in which I have tried my best to club all things most probably which are famous, like TQM, quality control, quality circle, Kaizen, Six Sigma, just in time, excellence model, Pareto chart, flow chart, control chart, cause and effect, histogram, etc. etc. means there can be few things. Okay, so I have covered maximum things which are famous, which have been asked. Okay, just one thing you remember, that I always said, I do not want you to now learn like a college or schoolish boy where sir ne jitna diya utna hi padho. It's not like that. Etc. means it does have a value. You have to understand many more things apart from this. Okay, now change the now if you check the scenario of syllabus C, good HR practices. Okay, managing interpersonal group processes. Last time it was covering 1 mark as well. Then international HRM in banks and insurance as well, because yes, you are going to banks, obviously you should know what HR is doing in the banks. Then HR practices in IT industry, IT sector में क्या हो रहा है, you must be aware of. Then recent techniques in HRM. See, IMP, it means it's very important, because looking at current scenario, what new techniques have been emerged, you have to deal with that. Number 26, strategic HR में in that process, approaches, development, sensitivity training and all. Next, stress management, challenges in HRM, the industrial relations, union management, all the labor laws and the trade union, where it will be quite deciding factor at how good you are in the these labor laws and acts. Then reward management. See, now it's quite direct. Grievance management, group dynamics, it's about groups, and groups पे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था लास्ट ईयर. Then employee discipline, MBO, management में objective, transnational analysis, HRM in service sector, then strategic role of information in HRM. See, HR is something which is through it is everywhere actually, if you see. So you have to deal with everything. I will tell you why I have made this syllabus so broad. First, let me just wind up with this. Legal issues in compensation. Then HCM, which we played yesterday, I think, human capital management. हाँ, दिस इज़ वन, द लीडरशिप स्टाइल्स एंड मोटिवेशनल थियरीज. इसको किसी भी हालत में इग्नोर मत करो. दैट यू नो दिस ऑटोक्रेटिक, ब्यूरोक्रेटिक एंड पार्टिसिपेटिव. रीड एवरीथिंग, every minor thing. The questions are definitely gonna come from these things, motivational theories. Then HRM in social entrepreneurship. So they will club this HRM through the entrepreneurship. Okay. Then employee relations, retention, employee morale, change management, organizational effectiveness, economics of human resource. Then crisis management. And now see the funny part, financial terms. I will recommend you one thing. You have to read few financial terms. For that I have recommended two right now: cost of accounting, variable cost, etc. ये मैं अभी बता रहा हूँ because I do not want you to get shocked if one or two terms appear in your exam and it will be like, यार मैंने HR से भरा है, finance से भरा है. So it should not happen. Okay. Business communication, then new trends in HR, and now the last two which are being given in red. There is a particular purpose. Number 49, read women chairmen of different companies all over India. Then after that all over world, whoever women chairmen are there और जो पहले थे उनके बारे में पढ़ो. You should know the names. They will directly ask you ये कंपनी के women chairman कौन थे. आपको पता ही नहीं है, you cannot do anything. Okay. Then या फिर कह सकते हो HR के. Then last one is read all definitions by author. Students make a very silly mistake or they very ignore a thing. Suppose if they are asked कि training and development पढ़ा है, so they say yes पढ़ा है, and whatever questions I will ask they know everything. That's good. But then I read out a definition and I ask them if you know this definition. They are like, no sir, because they don't focus on which author has written whom, which definition. I completely agree that it is difficult to remember every author, but at the same time, if you do not read a single definition, you won't remember a single thing. It's as simple as that. Now, how to read definitions? You all have different books. Some books are very common. Then one thing is very common is internet. You have to go to the internet. Suppose you are learning recruitment selection. So type recruitment definition, copy paste, save it to your Word file. When you will read or when you will just go through daily, you will definitely remember names, because you have to remember one thing, you will be given options. So I do not want even you to miss those 1 or 2 marks, because this time if the 20 vacancy, you have to be really बहुत hard. You have to really practice बहुत hard. So this is the syllabus. Now before I go further, just one thing, don't get scared if you think it's too long, because I have made sure आपको एक area पता चले आपको कहाँ पढ़ना है. And even after this 50, I feel if there is any area where I should tell you or guide you about a particular topic number like I have given in 50s, I will let you know. Okay. Talking about the acts, I will update in few days. Okay, there's a particular reason for it. So I thought first I will go with this as I was working on this particular terms. Okay. सो अगर मैं लॉस की या एक्ट्स की बात करूँ तो एक एडवाइस देता हूँ, यू शुड स्टार्ट फर्स्ट विथ ट्रेड यूनियन एंड फैक्ट्रीज एक्ट, बिकॉज दीज टू वेयर इन डिमांड लास्ट ईयर. सो स्टार्ट विद दैट, देन यू कैन गो टू द पेमेंट ऑफ बोनस. सो स्टार्ट विद दैट. बाकी की डिटेल्स मैं आपको लेके आऊँगा. एंड बिफोर आई लीव, a small piece of advice for you. See, and that advice is read HRM articles on different aspects. Students make a silly mistake or they ignore, they don't read articles. What they do, syllabus चाहिए, बुक्स उठाओ, क्वेश्चंस पढ़ो, हो गया. आई नो इससे आपकी बहुत सारी चीज़ें होगी, लेकिन अगर आपको कट थ्रोट कॉम्पिटिशन है अभी, एंड as you are talking about 20 vacancies, you have to be really now sharp. When you will read HRM articles, you will come to know new things. तो जो मैंने टॉपिक्स बताए, न्यू ट्रेंड्स और न्यू टेक्निक्स, ये साइमल्टेनियसली कवर्ड. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, if you read HRM articles like a study, you will get bored. I'll clearly tell you on the face. If you read like चलो कुछ टाइम पास करते, कुछ ऐसे अलग सीखते, I will try to learn something new, you will enjoy it. So understand the difference. Because you have to enjoy this study. If you don't enjoy, you will find it really boring. So I'm suggesting you this, because when I played some quiz with you, I know which kind of answers you are going to give me. But when you are wrong, that question was straight from the articles. So ये था सिलेबस, इसको आराम से जाके पढ़ो. ठीक है, मैं अगले वीडियो में कुछ लेके आऊँगा, एंड मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में. तब तक बस एक काम करना, बस दुआ में याद रखना. शुक्रिया.